So hey everybody, this is a unit that I made with VIP hair from AliExpress, and this is their deep curly hair. So I wanted to get a frontal and make sure that I showed you guys how to pre-pluck the sorry, not pre-pluck, the frontal comes pre-plucked, but I want to show you guys how you can actually still customize your frontal if it does come pre-plucked. So I've already done it and I'm going to get into the tutorial, but this is how the wig came out. And I'm going to show you guys what it's like, how it's constructed. So this is on a spandex cap and I've already cut the elastic off. And what I did was, because I don't normally tell you guys how I make my frontal wigs, which I am going to do a tutorial really soon. But if you are working with a spandex cap or a dome cap, whatever you're working with, make sure that your frontal is at least 2 inches ahead of where your wig cap starts. And that's going to give you more room for your frontal. So let's get right into the tutorial, guys. I will see you guys in my next video. Okay guys, so the first thing you're going to need is some T-pins, and we're going to use these to basically make sure that our wig is firmly to the canvas head so it doesn't move, and this is going to just basically give us some extra protection for if the wig shifts or anything like that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I want you guys to see that this is pre-plucked already. So as you guys can see, the perimeter is thinner than the rest of the hair. So what we're focusing on here is that right there, that hair that's literally behind the part that's already been pre-plucked. So what's going to make this super easy for you guys is if you wet and damp your perimeter or your frontal beforehand, before you start plucking. This is going to help the hair literally just come out so easy, and it will not tug the hair or anything like that. You will see how easy this hair is plucked after you dampen the hair. The next thing you're going to need is some tweezers. This is the most important part, of course. And you want to go ahead and basically part about an inch or so of hair. Wherever you want to start it doesn't really matter. I just like to start with my sides, and I'm going to part this just really slightly, just so that way you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is start at the very root of the hair, and you're going to actually just pluck this out at the root. Don't grab too much hair. Don't grab just one strand at a time. Again, you want to do this very sporadically because, again, you're just trying to thin it out. You're not trying to make her bald. And now once you've done a little bit at a time, just slide that hair that you've pulled right on out, and it comes literally right out. And you get to see exactly how much hair you're pulling out, so you can know whether or not you need to be focusing on different areas, or if you are pulling out too much hair, if you're pulling out too little hair. Like, you really have to pay attention because you can pull out too much. And I'm just going to slightly do the sides because I don't like to pluck out a lot of hair at the sides, just because normally that hair comes a little thicker than normal. But I actually don't mind it being too thick, but of course, do whatever you like. You don't have to do it necessarily how I do it, but I just like to leave a little bit extra when it comes to being pretty much at like the temple area and below. So I'm just showing you guys basically that I'm just plucking this just really slightly. And I'm going to go ahead and speed this up because I'm going to be doing the same thing over and over. And a quick tip is, if you don't know how this looks or if you're pulling out too much hair, literally just pull the hair back, and that way you'll be able to see if you're pulling out too much hair or if it looks good and natural, and you'll also see that as well. Okay, so in all, this is how much hair I pulled out, and it doesn't even look like I pulled that much out when you're doing it. And it's because the hair is wet, and that way you can actually see how much hair it is. So yeah, let's get into how she looks after. So, I mean, she came out beautiful. The texture of this hair is beautiful. I've done a couple of reviews for VIP hair, and I have to say, I'm really impressed with their quality, and their curl patterns, like, literally just stay intact no matter what. I have to say one thing. This hair does shed just a little bit. But yeah, other than that, this hair is gorgeous, and I'll see you guys in my next video.